diabetesresource.com. Do you wish that you could make food that was easy, delicious, and satisfying? It'll help you lose weight and help you control your blood sugar? Well, in the Dtour Diet Cookbook, they can show you just how. It's going to incorporate their 4 fat-burning items: fiber, calcium, vitamin D, and omega-3. Healthy for your heart and for your blood sugar. Today's chocolate pecan cheesecake. Not only delicious, but easy. And I'll show you how. First, we're going to take a spring-form pan. Very easy to find. Usually you can find them in your grocery stores or any place you can find kitchen supplies. We're going to spray that with a little non-cooking spray. And to this, we're going to add 3 tablespoons of bran cereal. What I've done is I've crushed it up. We're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of some cinnamon. This is where you're going to get your fiber. Simple mix. And we're going to sprinkle it all over our springform pan. This will make our crust. Now I'm just going to tilt this around, evenly coat the bottom. Kind of tapping it along the way kind of helps it get a little coated. You can see it's nice and coated now. I'm going to set that aside. Then I'm going to take some cocoa powder. Starting on the filling, I took 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, mixed it with 1/2 teaspoon of instant coffee. Now the coffee isn't going to give it a real coffee flavor. It's just going to brighten it up a little. And to that I mixed it with 1/3 cup of boiling water, whisked it around, and we're going to set that aside. Now we're ready to start with the big bit, the cream cheese. In my mixing bowl, I've softened 8 ounces of non-fat cream cheese and 4 ounces of reduced fat cream cheese. To this we're going to add 2/3 cup of non-fat ricotta cheese. This is going to be the base of our cheesecake. I'm going to put it here in the mixing stand. And I think I'm going to use the beater blade for this, because we don't need it whipped like egg whites. I'm going to start off low as it starts to whip around. To this I'm going to add 2/3 cup of confectioner's sugar. This will help so that it won't be grainy. It'll be really smooth. Notice that we're not adding artificial sweeteners, so it's not going to have a really strong aftertaste. Make sure that gets incorporated. Now we're going to start adding the eggs. This recipe calls for omega-3 eggs, very high. I'm going to add them one at a time. So it's 2 eggs, 2 whole eggs, plus 1 egg white. I'm going to go up a little higher and get that really mixed in there. And we're going to add our other egg and the rest of the egg white. I'm going to put it up a little higher just to smooth it out. to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. And I don't use fake vanilla extract. I only use real vanilla. 1, a little splash, 2. And now that chocolate mixture that I made just a little bit ago, it's going to get added in here too. It's kind of thickened up. Make it really chocolatey and delicious. Baking happens to be one of my favorite things to do. And I'm so glad that I found the Dtour Diet Cookbook, because now I can bake without guilt. Smells really good. Okay, that's thoroughly mixed in now. Get it off the plates. And let me show you what it looks like. Couldn't resist. See, it's a nice consistency. We're going to pour that in that prepared pan. Get every last bit. And I'm going to smooth it out just a little bit. And now we're ready for the oven. Okay, 35 minutes have gone by, and so we're ready to check our cheesecake. Oh, that looks good. We're going to take 3 tablespoons of very finely chopped pecans and 2 tablespoons of 2 ounces of chocolate pieces, and just spread them around, and bake it for 3 more minutes. Go. So now that the cheesecake has cooled, we're going to unmold it here. Oh, doesn't that look pretty? Now, serving size is 1/8. Let me just kind of mark that, which is a very healthy serving size. And it only has 15 carbs for this beautiful piece of cheesecake. Doesn't that look beautiful? Now let's see how it tastes. That is delicious. I hope you like this week's recipe. Next week, we'll be making another great recipe from the Diabetes Dtour Diet Cookbook. Also, my journey is being chronicled on the diabetesresource.com. Click on the exclusives tab, and then click on Landy Lee's blog to follow my journey on the Diabetes Detour diet.